Hi there, welcome to Build a Base with Daddy, Town Hall 7 edition. So many of the principles that you're going to hear today are exactly the same as the principles in all of the other Town Hall editions in the series. But there are some interesting improvements for people who find themselves at Town Hall 7. So firstly, it's pretty much the farming Town Hall that most farmers look back on with rose-tinted glasses, because it's the time when you really start to make some serious golden elixir through farming. So I'm going to show you a farming base today, because that's pretty much where most people are unless they're using gems. Now you can go up and down in cups pretty simply by raiding. Don't be shy to put your Town Hall outside, because it's going to give you a very cheap shield in a lot of cases. And there's always going to be someone bigger than you. There's always going to be somebody who will destroy your base with their Town Hall 10 troops just because they want to go up in cups. But we're really looking to protect against the normal attacker, the people that are going to use giants and healers and some wall breakers perhaps, maybe the occasional dragon and possibly even balloons. You know, the normal day-to-day attacker. So I'm not going to show you the ideal base that will beat all other bases, that will beat all attacks. I'm going to show you some basic principles that you can use to design a good Town Hall 7 base. So what's new in Town Hall 7 over and above Town Hall 6? Well, really, you get the extra 50 walls, which really make a difference. They allow you to start to become pretty creative in the way you design, and we're going to talk a little bit about funneling as well in a second. You get one more mortar. The mortar is the second best defensive building. It's really, really important that you protect that mortar. One more arch tower. And the arch tower is a very under-recognised defences. They've got very wide angle defence. They've got they attack ground there, and they don't have a dead zone in the middle like the mortar. You see, the mortar is red zone in the middle of the donut. It can't be attacked in the middle of the donut. It can't defend itself in the middle of the donut. And the arch tower, however, can protect itself right up to the doorstep if you like. It's also the first level for the dark troops. So what most people rush to get up to Town Hall 7 so that they can get the Barbarian King. So you get the Dark Barracks and you get the Dark Elixir storage, and most people are very keen to protect that Dark Elixir storage. Well, it's one more thing to protect, right? So, it's important to be saving for the elixir, Dark Elixir. And you get another camp as well. You get your fourth camp. It's actually the maximum you can get these camps up to is the hog roast level 6. You'll see my base is upgraded to the max, so don't worry about the actual what you're seeing here. The actual numbers of buildings is correct for a Town Hall 7. So anyway, so you're getting the extra camp, so you can go out raiding a lot more effectively, which is really, really important. So, oh yes, and finally is the Tesla as well. It's the first time you get the Tesla. Now, the hidden Teslas are very effective because they can knock a attacker off. If they see the Tesla going off, they'll focus their attempt to try and take out the Tesla if they can. So what you really want to do is introduce the unknown to an attacker. And we're going to talk, well, I'm going to show you a little bit about funneling in the base that we're going to build. So, well, I think without further ado, so as we are building a farming base, let's move the Town Hall over to the side there, out of the way. So I'm a big fan of moving it right out of the way so someone can give you a nice cheap shield. And so we're going to start in the middle. The most important defensive building is the clan castle. Now if you think, if you count the numbers, so the maxed out mortar that you can get at Town Hall 7 gives you 9 damage per second. The maxed out wizard tower gives you 20 damage per second. If you're in a good clan and they're giving you good troops, say, I don't know, level 4 archers, so you get 20 level 4 archers into your clan castle, that's 320 damage per second. It's by a long way the best defensive building that you have. And you need to do two things. You need to protect it from being lured, so you really don't want people to be able to attract the archers and the barbarians and the dragon or whatever it happens to be inside there out, so they can kill it on the side. And you also want to have as much coverage as you possibly can, so that when it's being attacked, when you're being attacked, that it can defend from all angles. That's very important. Now there's two basic principles of designing this base that we're going to follow today. One is separating. So we're going to separate out the defences and we're going to separate out the resources, so that if an attacker comes for you, they've got to make a decision. Are they going to go left, right, north, south, east, west, wherever, because you haven't put everything in one place. Put everything in one place, they can focus their attack in one place. It just makes sense, right? And the second thing is we're going to segregate the base with walls as much as possible to slow down an attacker, to allow your defences to do their job. For Town Hall 7, there's no defences that require refilling. There's no crossbows, no inferno towers. It's all defences that permanently exist. So the longer that the attacker's on the field, the better it is for you. You want a long defence, because it means that they're being defended against. Really makes sense. So I'm going to show you a base. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this base. It's by no means the best base in existence, but it's going to follow these basic principles. So first of all, we put the town hall on the side, put the clan castle right in the middle there. Okay, so we're going to put the clan castle in the middle. We're also going to surround the clan castle with a couple of really important things. First of all, we're going to put some elixir there. Actually, let's put some dark elixir there. Where's it going to go? Go there. And we're going to put a mortar there, right in the middle. And the mortar can't be attacked. Now we're going to use 175 walls in this base. Bear with me while I draw the walls. Oops. Not like that though. There we go. Right, so we've got a central core. Very, very important to have a central core. Right, next to the central core, we're going to have, let's put a couple of mortars. Let's put one mortar there, and one mortar there. So what we've got, we've got a triangle of mortar protection, so that each, there's an overlapping protection right in the centre. That's pretty important. And we're going to protect the mortar with a wizard tower. We can do that on both sides. There we go. Right. And then we're going to put a So if you see, we've got gold there, got gold over there. The attacker's got to decide which side they want to go for. Let's pop the walls up here. What we're going to try and avoid doing is avoid any crosses in terms of the walls, because the way that the wall breaker works is that they have a splash damage now. So that if you have too many crosses in your base, an attacker hits you with a wall breaker, they could take out many more sections. So, right, there we go. That's going to be the basic design. Let's put a wizard tower there to protect that. Should we say, let's pop a cannon up there to protect that there. Yeah, remove that one there. There we go. For the symmetry people out there, we could put the gold on the side there, I suppose. No, anyway. Okay, so that's the core. I think we should probably look at the arch tower overlapping coverage. So we probably put an arch tower there. Probably put an arch tower there. I like things to be symmetrical if I can do that. Right. I think we should probably put That there. What we're going to do is we're going to segregate, because we've got, you know, a good amount of walls with Town Hall 9. Sorry, Town Hall 7. I'm talking about Town Hall 9. By the way, don't upgrade too quickly in Town Hall 7. Really, I'm sure it's, you know, it's really important that you can maximise the time that you're at this Town Hall level. Because firstly, it's very good golden elixir here. And should we move that one down there? There we go. But you guys, I find it quite fiddly, these wall pieces. There we go. So I hadn't prepared this in advance, really. It's just kind of doing it. Right. I think we should probably avoid having cannons next to each other. So I'm going to put that one there, that one there. Let's get that cannon in there. Right. Okay. How are we doing? Let's pull that down there. Oops. Select the roll, remove. And there we go. So we've got the beginnings of a decent base now, really. May not be entirely symmetrical. Probably isn't. Where is it now? Yeah. Oh yeah. So we can probably put. There we go. So if you look at the clan castle there, you know, it's got right bang in the centre, so it's got, you know, an equal coverage anywhere in the base that you want to go to. So let's have a look at the air defence. The air defence, we're going to put one on that side there to protect from that angle, and we're going to put one on that there. So let's have a look at these connections. So if somebody was going to come in with a wall breaker, because wall breakers have splash damage, if they hit there, because wall breakers, remember, go for buildings behind walls, so they take out these two sections here and that section there. So they would take that section and that section. Now if this was a cross, they would also take the middle section. You really want to have T-junctions rather than cross junctions. Thanks to Maynard's, I think, you pointed that out to me in the comments, I really appreciate that. So what have we got left? So we've got one arch tower, which needs to go somewhere. The arch tower is going to go over here. And we've got a cannon that's going to go there. There we go. Starting to take shape. So as I say, I mean, you know, I'm not going to give you the best base in the world because I don't know, I don't have it. But I'm going to give you the basic principles that you can build your own bases with. So we've got, oops. So in terms of walls, we've got 12 walls left. So let's have a look at a funnel. I like the idea of funnels. So why don't we pop those there, put that one there. Right. So what we want to do is bring troops in, because the thing is that giants are attracted to defences. So if we can bring them down a line where they're going to be attracted to the defence in a way that we want them to be. Just take that one off. So that's exactly 175 walls. Right? That's exactly 175 walls. And what we can do, if we're really, really sneaky, is we can pop some traps into these funnels. Pop that. We'll pop it right at the back. So when they get in, they're going to be going all over the place. Again, don't worry about the level of the bombs. They're just, there's the same number of bombs on the screen here as there are in the in Channel 7. Level doesn't matter. Okay. So that's, we're done with the walls basically now. We've got a few mines and traps. So what we want to do now really is either consider, do we want to force the spawn point really far back, or do we want to put as many buildings around the defences? So, what this means is that it's harder for them to, get straight through to you. That makes sense. Probably doesn't make sense. I said it the wrong way, but it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, this, what I'm going to try and do is alternate the buildings that we've got, so that they're not, if you've been away for a few days and they want to try and take your resources out of your mines and pumps, that they can't just focus in one area. That's really the key. You want to try and divide up their attack. So I think probably putting that one there might work there. There we go. So So, so there you go. So we've now got a reasonably good base to defend at Town Hall 7. So let's start to think about where we're going to put these traps. So the reason why you would use these really is against minion attacks. So you probably want to put them where someone is likely to be, barbarian archer and minioing your defences. Let me just take that. Go away. So I'm going to put that in the flight path of the gold there. I'm going to put that one in the flight path of that gold. Perhaps we could put these traps here just to give a nice surprise for anybody who wants to come from the south. And really, wherever you want to put the rest, it doesn't really matter. So we've got the funneling, we've got a T-junction there, but we've only got the one T-junction, so it's not quite so bad. And most of them, one cross-junction, but most of them are T-junctions that are pretty secure against wall breakers. Do you want to use big bombs? Well, if you do, don't put them out there. Big bombs are best put inside. You find a little space for them. But anybody who's coming from any angle really now, is going to be defended against by the clan castle archers. And there's at least really 2 walls to get to the middle, to get to the core. I think that's probably just about as good as it's going to get. So anyway, well, I hope that's been useful for you. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Next up's going to be Town Hall 8. So, please don't upgrade to your Town Hall until you're quite ready. Remember, if you are Town Hall 7, really, you should be, upgrading to Town Hall 8 when you're absolutely maxed out on your defences. Your mortar, your clan castle, your wizard tower, and really your walls, if not the max level of walls, then the second to max level of walls, because the loop's going to drop when it goes down to Town 8, when you get to Town 8. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that build a base with Daddy in Town Hall 7. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and take care and happy clashing.